Hello, my star family. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra and welcome to Rocking with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the star family because we are what? Blessed and highly favored over here. And if you believe that as well, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to other people you know are blessed and highly favored. All right, now let's get right into it. It's third shit of the day. First of all, y'all see these masks? Purr. Y'all already know these purr songs, okay? But y'all know I have never in my life went to the store and asked to get some French tips. And I just feel like I'm just being, grown. No shade, no tea to anybody that get French tips. They real cute. They real cute. I like it now that it's on me, but I'm just so extra, like, when it comes to, like, me getting my nails done. Like, I gotta have something different. I gotta have something original. Gotta have something creative. Like, that's just me. So I never settle for French tips. But if you're a French tips type of girl, that is okay because these is fly. These is fly. I can't lie. These cute. These cute. But yeah, I said if I'm gonna waste my money on anything, best believe it's gonna be some claws and some fire ass shit. Okay, like I'm about to go on it. But anyways, I just wanted to give y'all a little, purr. It's looking real cute, okay? Because it's been looking, over the past few weeks, child, my nails been looking crazy. But anyways, let's get into it with the start shit, y'all. So, if you don't know already, it is a full moon today. Today is December 7th, and it is a full moon. The full moon is in Gemini, and I have some things I want to tell y'all, not only about the full moon being in Gemini today, but also about a lot of the confirmation that I've been receiving from my last reading that I was talking to y'all about from the other day. I think it was like, what, 4 days ago? Yeah, I don't know. Head on over to my last video if you don't know, so because I'm going to give y'all the confirmation from that last video in this video. So let's start off with the full moon being in Gemini. I'm just going to go and read through these slides from this guy I follow on Instagram. I'm putting it on the screen. It's JLife20. And yeah, and I guess on Twitter his name is Joshology. So he starts off, he says, mental health is really important to pay attention to when the moon is in a water or air sign. This full moon in Gemini is saying be careful what you are feeding your mind, feeding your body, feeding your soul. Be careful feeding yourself fear, sadness, and worry. Air energy equals lacking structure. It's how you express with this energy. Air drifts where you choose to take it from people, places, thoughts, and energy, which creates a sense of vulnerability because there's a lack of stability and you feeling overwhelmed. Set boundaries with air energy. Water energy equals sensitivity, emotions. It's how we feel with this energy. Security and balance is important in water energy. Security with your mind, body, and spirit. Balance is needed based on how you handle these feelings and work through them in healthy ways. This is why when it's a full moon, it's hard for people to sleep, dreams get more vivid, reckless thoughts start occurring, it feels like life is weighing down on you, accidents occur more often, and it feels like you want to clean or fix things up. Moon energy plays a lot on our body and mental. This full moon is aspecting Mars. Pisces, Virgos, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Cancer placements, you're going to be experiencing passive-aggressive energy from others in dramatic situations. This full moon is going to test you. Don't fall for the BS. Know when to ignore and keep it pushing. Heavy on that, y'all, okay? And I'm talking about Pisces, Virgos, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Cancer placements. Let's just say in the big three because my moon is in Sag. So, child, I'm best believe, like he said, know when to ignore and keep it pushing because you ain't gonna let nobody hit you with some passive aggressiveness just so they can get a reaction out of you. No, keep pushing. I let people project and I'm over here out the way, and it's best for y'all to do the same if you have those in your big three. All right. It says, please work on your anger, frustration, and irritability these next couple of days. With all this Gemini energy going on, beware of the information you put online, car accidents, fights, overloading yourself with responsibilities, and engaging in drama. This full moon in Gemini is going to show you where you need to slow down to get yourself together mentally and emotionally. It's going to show what you need to speak your truth about when it pertains to yourself or releasing unhealthy energy that may be around you. Gemini in astrology rules the shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, upper ribs, lungs, trachea, bronchi, capillaries, breath, oxygenation of blood. A lot of people are under the weather. Drink your teas, do breathing exercises, move your body, exercise, paint, draw, and detox. All right, so that was the end of that chain, but I hope that gave y'all a lot of insight on what y'all should be doing during this full moon in Gemini, because like I said, like they said, Gemini is an air sign, and I feel like it's been heavy on setting those boundaries, you know, with people and stuff like that, because with that kind of energy, you know, airy energy, you don't want nobody to be coming up in your energy on some boom, 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 boom. No. Like, you need to set them boundaries, because during this season, during this full moon, you're going to be seeing what is going on, what you need to be releasing, what cannot continue going on the way that it has been going on, because it's going to be like highlighting those things that needs to be changed. So I hope you guys are setting no boundaries. I hope if you are getting sick in this season, because even the babies, you know, work at the daycare, the babies they've been getting their shots and stuff like that. They've been getting sick left and right. I'm like, ooh. So y'all, I've been drinking my tea. Get your ginger tea, your chamomile tea, whatever. It's the best around this season to be drinking them teas, okay? So I did want to go ahead and talk about that. But yeah, as far as that, I just feel like y'all should just go ahead and get y'all some paper and a pen, a pencil, whatever. Because y'all, listen, I'm about to give y'all some information. I tell y'all, when I'm gone for a long period of time, I be getting downloads, and I be getting, like, you know, a lot of insights on stuff, a lot of confirmation on things that I talk about, you know. But leading on to that, now that we're done with the, you know, the Gemini full moon messages, I'm going to lead on to a lot of the confirmations that I've been receiving. It was something I was going to say. Hold on. Okay. Actually, we're still on the Gemini. Let me say, because I'm going to tell y'all, the other day, y'all, I be going down rabbit holes, okay? I be going down rabbit holes, and that's simply because I love learning about myself. Because a lot of the shit, it be mathing, and I love math, okay? I'm talking about, like, math. I ain't talking about, like, you know, stats or anything like that, okay, y'all? Like, I'm talking about when math was up until Algebra 1. Math was my favorite fucking subject, because this whole place, this universe, was all created on math and music. So it just makes sense, you know, numbers and music. So the math was mathing, y'all. And I went down this rabbit hole because I follow somebody, I think Sunny motherfucking Money. He was saying that in Gemini, this full moon being in Gemini, you need to look at where you have Gemini in your chart. And I say I'm going to come back here and confirm from the last reading, because I know the last reading I was telling y'all that you might have some blanks in your chart, you know, and that is the case. You can have blanks in your chart, but we still do have every sign in our chart. They're just not dominant, you know, they're not that dominant, or they don't have planets that take action. Like I told y'all in the last reading, like if you have a blank in your chart, that just means that there's no action taking place in that area, in that house, you know, but that doesn't mean that there's no sign in your house right there. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell y'all, because here's the thing. So I went down a rabbit hole, because he was like, okay, so if you, like, as you already heard about the Gemini and stuff like that, you already heard about it being Gemini full moon. it's best for you to see where do you have Gemini in your house placements, right? And I talked to y'all a little bit about the houses, but like I said, get your pen and paper because I'm gonna tell you what each house is and stuff like that. And in order for you to find out what your houses are, I believe I go to AstroSeek. Yeah, I go to either, I'm gonna put the information in the description box. So I use Cafe Astrology or AstroSeek, and you got to know your birth time, your birthday, and put all the information in when you was born and stuff and where you were born. And then they'll calculate that and they'll show you like a whole wheel. It look crazy, especially if you're new. Because I was like, how the hell do you even read this? But obviously through time and you keep on going back to referring back to your chart, it'll start getting easier and easier for you to understand it. So having said that, he said, look at where Gemini is in your chart. So I told y'all in my last reading that my second house is blank. Yeah, it is blank. But in my second house, I have Gemini in there. Y'all. So if you don't know, let me just tell you what each house is, okay? So I can make a little sense to y'all. And get your pen and paper out, y'all, because I have like, it's a whole description. It's gonna be 12 houses, okay? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, I'm about to start. So the first house is about self-appearance, beginnings, the body, first impressions, attitude, identity, approach to life. The second house is about money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, job, and work ethic. The third house is about the mind / thinking, communication, siblings, social activities / interests, neighbors, early education. The fourth house is about home, roots, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women, femininity. The fifth house is about romance, love affairs, play, creativity, fertility, childlike spirit, joy, self-expression, drama. The sixth house is about health, fitness, systems, analytical nature, pets, work habits, organizations, sense of usefulness, and service given. The seventh house is about relationships, contracts, business partners, equality, sharing, interpersonal style. The eighth house is about merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritance, taxes, loans, assets, property, joint ventures / goals, mystery, partners, resources. The ninth house is about travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, law and religion, cross-cultural relationships, learning, ethics. The 10th house is about career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, experts, fame. The 11th house is about groups, friends, social awareness, humanitarianism, technology, hopes and wishes, the future. And the 12th house is about endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, and the subconscious. All right, so that is the whole rundown of all the houses, okay? So that's why I said screenshot the video, whatever, so you can have that. I have all of this in my notes because, child, I tell you, I be going down rabbit holes, okay? I really do, and I love it, okay? So I tell y'all to say that because my Gemini, I found out that I have Gemini in my second house. So second house, like I said, is about money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, job, and work ethic. So I said, okay, I have Gemini in my second house. That's regarding, you know, all of those things, right? So, so obviously that is going to be the focus in this Gemini full moon season. So I said, you know what, let me take it a step further. Let me look up on Google, what does it mean to have Gemini in my second house? Here's where these motherfuckers read me to the T, y'all. I went to the site, well, I typed to Google and it was the first link. And the first link was horoscopejoy.com. And it was just popping up and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I love it. First of all, it'll tell you like the positive, the negatives, and the advice, and then the celebrities with people that have Gemini in the second house. So the positive, they said adaptive, persistent, and independent. They said the negatives are prejudiced and quick-tempered. Baby, I'm not prejudiced or quick-tempered. Actually, I can't, I'm not prejudiced. I'm for sure not about prejudice. But quick tempered, okay. When I'm driving, oh, best believe it's quick. It comes quick and then it leaves quick. So I ain't mad about that. But then in the advice it says, look to expand your horizons and perhaps use your talents more into work. That is so true. And then the celebrities, they says George Washington. I said, bitch, George Washington. I know that's right. Number one. Let me stop. Let me stop, okay? But it says George Washington, Jackie Chan, period. You know, I love me some Jackie Chan, Jane Birkin. I don't know these other people. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld. Okay, per. I don't know who's Sigourney Weaver. But yeah, so they'll tell you like the celebrities and stuff like that. But then they get into it, y'all. So it says the life of the second house Gemini natives is usually one of many discoveries and the most innovative ideas. They are very good at dealing with realities surrounding them, not to mention they're able to identify what's meant to bring them many benefits in every aspect of life. They don't want to be limited to only one direction. So it's normal for them to constantly look for new methods of making money. They usually earn from their most inventive ideas and are practical when it comes to their material gains. Many of them have more than one source of income. Bitch, I'm crying. Oh my goodness. A little bit superficial, they're guided by their mind when communicating with others, not at all by their feelings. Not really. Second house Geminis are very active and possess a lot of energy, yeah. So they want to be involved in everything and to gain as much information as possible. They're not the ones to enjoy a stable setting and to stay too long in one place. When it comes to making money, they should be expected to do freelancing and not go to a 9-to-5 job that only earns them their income. Luckily, they can easily adapt to any situation and change. Because the sign of Gemini is influencing them to get bored too easily, they're the happiest when having many opportunities to make money and when doing work they truly have a passion for. Honestly, when I tell y'all, I was having a blast, okay? Because I was like, I love, like, that's when, I feel like that is like, I would just love you. If you come to me and you tell me some shit I don't know about myself, I'm falling in love. Like, what you mean? Like, I feel like that's such a stimulation for me. Because, like, as you just heard about me, my Gemini being in second, like, we want to hear all the information. We want to know all the information. And then, obviously, you already know, we get too bored easily, especially when it comes to, like, you know, jobs and stuff like that. And that is crazy because that read me to the T. And I was just telling y'all how I was feeling and stuff like that. Like, that is crazy. So, and that's why I say I feel like it's so, so important for you to know who you are and know, like, learn things about yourself, because you like, make so many different, like, you know, things that just come together and be like, oh my goodness, this is why I'm this way, or this is why I'm this way, you know, like, it makes so much sense. That's why I say people want to disregard, you know, astrology and all of these different things, but they be aligning so well. Like, I just told y'all how I was feeling. And I told y'all constantly about, like, you ain't gonna catch me at no 9-to-5, like, you know, all the time working a mundane ass job. No, it has to be something I'm passionate about, you know. Only reason why I'm not feeling this way working with kids is because I love kids. Like, I know in the future I'm gonna have kids, so it's just like I'm using this as like teaching grounds for me. Like, I'm constantly learning things about these children and stuff like that for my future kids. So it's like, it's not boring. And then each day you get a different, you know, child, you know. So it's like, I love it. But these other jobs, like you, as you heard, like, we always trying to have many opportunities to earning money. Like, we're not going to be the one that's going to follow one path. Like, oh, somebody says this is the path to become successful. I'm not going to follow just that one path to become successful. And I've said this time and time again, like, no, there's many different ways to become successful. And I'm going to always be the one to follow the path that's less walked on, and that is okay. Like, I be quick, like, maybe it's the Gemini in me, you feel me? Like, I be like, nah, I'm gonna think of an innovative ass idea. And what comes to mind is, you know, right now he going on a whole tangent or whatever because it's that Arie kind of energy. But Kanye is a Gemini, and like, you see how he's so sporadic and stuff like that. It's because he don't have, I don't know all his signs, maybe he don't have like a lot of grounding signs. Like, you know, I have Taurus, you know, in me as well. Like, that's my rising sign. So that Taurus grounds me from being just air, you know, or air and fire. So yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, but I say Kanye because, like, he had those innovative ideas. He's fucking brilliant. He is a genius, but he's just too sporadic. He's too quick to, you know, to express the things that comes to him. Instead, he don't sit with himself. He don't sit with God with those informations before he's, you know, ready to, you know. And so I feel like that's the only difference. And that's why I have to, you know, it leads on to the title being Prayer Without Faith is Dead. People got to understand what season they're on. And because Kanye wasn't listening to what season that he's in, he was so quick to, like, tell people, you know, all these things, but it was just not the right time. Time is an illusion, but the way, like, you know, when it comes to the full moon, the retrogrades, this and that, they're going to give you advice on when or when not to do things, when it will be best, when the stars are literally aligned for you to, you know, speak your truth or do this, that, and third, you know. And I say that because, like, you know, when people say prayer without work is dead, there's different seasons that you'll have. You feel me? And I already said, like, in this season, I'm called to be still, not do all of this, that, and the third, like on some go type of thing. You know, like, I've been called to just, like, you know, go with the flow and do what feels right in my spirit, not just, like, try to look at myself as productive and doing things like stretching out my energy to be viewed as productive in somebody else's eyes. I don't give a fuck what anybody else think outside of me. And that's just period. And that's what I was going on about in my last reading. If you didn't listen to that one, go ahead and stop the video, listen to that, and then come back. But yeah, so that's what I was talking about on that one. And after talking to y'all about that, of this season that I'm in, about, like, I'm not, like, this is me, one, celebrating, you know. So it's like, if you're in celebration, I'm not thinking about no kind of stats. I'm not thinking about no kind of analytics or anything about regarding anything. You feel me? Like, I don't care. I simply don't care. And maybe it's a Gemini, you know, now I know it's a Gemini second house, just like, I'm bored. Maybe it's that, or like y'all just heard, like I just told y'all, like, I don't be making this shit up. You feel me? Like, that's why I say, like, I be knowing myself. But anyways, but yeah, like, I'm just not trying to listen to that. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. Truly, honestly, truly. And that's just is what it is. I just want to celebrate. I want to have fun because this year, this is a great year for me. And I can't stress that enough. Like, I was literally just reflecting the other day back in from 2021, because it was like a little thing, a little post that everybody was going around about, like, post your 2022 hair. And I posted all my 22 hairstyles, well, not all of them, but most of them. And I was just like, what? Like, I didn't have, like, I was like, what? I really played it safe this year. Like, and I say safe because I'm a person that I express myself. That's, like, I love expressing myself. And it has to be different, you know, color. Like, I'm that kind of girl. You know, I'm that kind of girl. And this year, I was definitely craving, like, color, to wear, like, color wigs or something like that. Like, I'm somebody that wears color wigs. I'll put a picture on here because that's what I posted. I'll put a picture. Because I was just like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, I didn't have that many styles. Like, I only had, like, one wig where it had color in it. And I was just like, that is so un-me. Like, that is not me. But then again, I have to think about, like, how this year was. Like, this year was me, like, picking up the pieces and also, like, working jobs where, you know, they cared about us wearing colored hair, you know. So I was just like, okay. So it was just more so, this whole season was like me playing it safe, but it was only because I was in my building season. So it was like, there's no point of me, like, you know, putting my hair on, like, a good ass bomb ass hair, like a colorful wig, if I'm, like, getting my hands dirty. You feel me? And so I had to do a reflection. So I was like, 2021, baby, I was over here having different kind of wigs, like different kind of colors. Like, that's crazy. But then I was like, you know what? I can't lie though. 2021, baby, like, Depression was kicking my ass, and all I could do was change my hair. Like, everything else I could not change. As far as like money coming in or anything like that, that was the year I had to get sit the fuck down by God. And I was just like, bruh, like 2021 kicked my ass. So all I could do was literally change my wig, because I couldn't change anything else outside of, you know, what I was able to change. So I thought it was so crazy how I was seeing both, the dynamic of both, but I was just like, it was so, 2021, I was changing my hair so much, so excessive compared to this year. But this year, I didn't really express myself as much as I wanted to this year, because I was kind of limited, you know. Limited, well, I was in a limited mindset, I should say, from the beginning of this year. And then even in environment, because I told you I was working jobs where they didn't want us to, like, you know, have, you know, different colored nails and different colored hair and stuff like that. So in a sense, yeah, I was like in limited ass environments, you know. So that's why I said, going into 2023, like, oh yeah, it's up, and I'm about to be expression. Like, you feel me? Like, nah, yeah, that's exactly what the fuck is gonna be. You feel me? And I just feel like in this season, right now, it's the calm before the storm. And I'm talking about the storm of, you know, me coming out like, bitch, I'm here. You feel me? So it's just like, people need to tread lightly, because just because I'm, you know, in the background or, you know, sitting idly by, that's just because I know what season I'm in. You know, I'm in a season of waiting. I'm in a season of, well, let me not even say waiting. You know, I'm in a season of, you know, resting, I should say. Because in this next season, I'm going to be out and I'm going to be up. And y'all motherfuckers ain't going to be able to stop me. So that's why I say, and it was so crazy how I told y'all in that last video, and I got so many freaking downloads from just that video alone, after I just expressed to y'all how I felt during that season. I was on Instagram, and Dear Wifey podcast popped up, and it was the founder of the Shade Room. She was spitting some facts, okay? So I'm gonna post a video so y'all go ahead and hear what she said, because it was more confirmation after me telling y'all what season I'm on, okay?
Every morning, God, what is it? What is it? What is it? How do I get to the next level? And I remember there was this praying mantis that landed on my window. And I saw it. It was so beautiful. It was green. It was beautiful. And it was there all day. And I was like, what? It's just sitting still all day. And God, I felt it in my spirit. God was like, go research the praying mantis. And when I researched it, first of all, the name praying mantis, right? Mantis means prophet. And so it's literally like praying prophet, right? But also I researched the nature of the praying mantis. And the praying mantis is very still. And it actually is called a praying mantis because its hand is in the prayer position. So it's very still, and it stays still until, you know, it preys on its, you know, food. Yeah. And it's still until finally it goes after the food. And when it goes after the food, it has such great precision. It's like, it's because it's still, when it finally goes, it really targets it and hits it. And it has one of the most precise, you know what I mean? Accuracy rates. And I was like, oh, that God is telling me something, right? I was like, and the funny thing is, the next day, another praying mantis came. And I was like, this is by design, you know? And he was telling me, sit still, because sometimes you just want to move, and sometimes the real thing that you need to do is sit still in the presence of God and just pray. And when it's time to go, you'll have everything you need, because God will talk to you. He will download the things that you need to know. He will put situations in place, opportunities, people, so that when it's time to go, you hit with precision. Yes. You know what I mean? You know what? Speed is overrated, is what he showed me. Hustle sometimes is overrated.
Why is it overrated, Angelica?
Because, listen, if you know God, you know that sometimes you cannot hustle enough to match his favor. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just the truth. Like, I've seen people hustle all day, and God will move something in my favor. And, you know, I'm like, I didn't even put that much work in. Like, I worked, but I didn't work enough I didn't work enough to where I could take credit for what happened.
Whew.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
So that's what I mean. Hustle is overrated.
Watch that whole freaking episode. I had to watch that after that because I was just like, what? The owner of the Shade Room, the founder of the Shade Room, she's speaking like this. Like, I had to. And it's the Dear Future Wifey podcast, okay, on YouTube. I received that message right after I recorded and posted that for y'all. And I was just like, you see how God would come in and confirm all of these things that I be feeling and stuff like that. Because it's not on no, like, I know, like, what my body is telling me. I listen because I'm able to sit down and listen to what the divine is telling me, what lessons I'm supposed to be learning at this moment. You feel me? And I knew, like, I'm in a season of rest. I'm in a season of not going above and beyond in this season. But that's why I say everybody have their different seasons. If you're in that season where you're, you know, this is your season, you got to go. Okay, don't project your season onto somebody else's season. You feel me? Like, we each have our own pace that we go on. And it's not out of us being comfortable. It's just out of what is the best time for us to be moving on. And that's just period. I answer to the divine. If the divine want me to get the fuck up and start going, best believe that's what I would be doing. Now, if anybody else tell me to get the fuck up and go, I'm not listening to you. And respectfully, okay? And that's just period. Because the divine, I listen to divine before I listen to any human being that's here on this damn earth, child. Okay? But anyway, so yeah, that's why I said, like, I was just receiving all these downloads and all these confirmations, not only from that, but like through music as well. Because right after I watched that video of her talking about the praying mantis, I seen a video of a praying mantis as well. Literally on Instagram of, like, he was like posted up fighting and stuff. I don't know if I got the video or anything like that, but I seen that one too, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then not only that, I woke up, you know, out of my sleep singing a song. Y'all know what this song is. Listen, when I tell y'all I never had this song on my phone, I don't even remember where I even heard the song from. But the song that I was just singing, I was singing like a tune. But you know, when you go to Google and you try to figure out what it is, because it was only like one line that I was getting to. I was like, what is this song? What is this song? I look it up. Child, the song I was singing was The Prayer by Celine Dion. Child, and I'm gonna sing a little snippet because what I was like, God is really telling me. That's why I said I have faith. Like, I was just like, I know, like, everybody is on some, you know, speed type of movement and trying to go because they don't have faith that God is gonna take care of them, that God is gonna take care of all the pieces. I have faith that God is gonna take care of all the pieces. So I know if God is calling me to rest, I don't need to be worried about this, that, and that, and third. I don't need to be worried about what everybody else doing right now, you know, at all. Like, that's why I say, that's why this title had to be that. So the song, the part that was stuck in my head was I was just like, where is that from? Like, all I heard was like, lead us to a place. And I was like, where is that from? Where is that from? So I pulled it up and it said The Prayer. And I'm like, what the heck? I've never knew the title of that song, y'all. I promise y'all. I don't even know where I even heard that song from, but that song was coming through from my dreams, you know. It was like a dream of like me saying goodbye, and like that song, I was like, I guess I was like worried or something like that, but I was just like on some, like, you know, telling the divine to, like, you know, be safe, like telling, you know, the person I was telling bye to be safe or whatever. So yeah, so I woke up on that song and it was like, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. What she first says is, I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. Listen, so that's so crazy how, like, all that whole prayer like was coming up, that I was getting that, you know, confirmation, I was getting that download, like, yeah, like this is where I'm supposed to be right now. Like, I have faith, and obviously, and that's why I wanted to talk about praying as well, because praying is not only, you know, getting on your hands and your knees, you know, and praying, you know, like praying can be you washing the dishes and you're at peace, your mind is calm and stuff like that. You have nothing you worrying about or nothing like that, and you're just kind of like affirming, like, yeah, I know, like, you know, talking to God, you know, that's prayer. Prayer can be singing, like I be singing, like I be praise singing over here, okay, like, you feel me, like, and that's how I do, like, I be like, oh yes, like that speaks to me, because I love singing, and I love, you know, that. So that the fact that song came to me, I was just like, wow, like that's crazy. So yeah, like, so if you're in that season as well with me, like, you just kind of like, you resting, but you're, you know, receiving and you're praying. You have faith as well, because my faith never left. You feel me? Like, nah, you feel me? After 2021, it was just like, my faith is literally unbreakable. Like, it's unshakable. You feel me? So that's why I say, like, I'm able to reflect where I was, and then like be grateful for where I'm at right now, because my relationship with the divine has grown tremendously. You feel me? And that's why there's a lot of people out here that pray, but they don't have faith, and you can tell through their actions they don't have faith that they actually will be successful, or whatever the case may be for you. But they don't have faith because they're just like, yeah, I prayed, and I asked for this, I did this and that, whatever. But you're not understanding what season you're on, and you're trying to forcefully change pieces around and control things, but things is out of your control. Like, you got to leave it up to the divine. And that's why I say it's easy for me to do that, because I have faith that wherever the divine is going to lead me, it's going to be the best place for me to be. You feel me? And I'm going to be there right on the fucking time, because what did I say? The divine God is never late or early. God is always on time. So it's like, why should I be worrying about the unknown or whatever? That's out of my control. I'm just going with the flow. I'm resting right now because God is telling me to rest, because in my next season, I'm going to be utilized in all different forms. You feel me? So I don't know what it is, but that's not for me to know right now, and that's okay. So that song popped up. Not only that song, I woke up the next day. I woke up. This is all this week. I woke up the next day, and the next song that came up was I woke up, and it was a Bob Marley song, Sun is Shining. And I was like, what song? I know that's Bob Marley. What song is that? What song is that? And the thing that was coming in my head was to the rescue, here I am. Want you to know you're where I stand. That part was stuck in my head. I was just like, what is this about? So I'm about to read it with y'all now. So it says, the sun is shining, the weather is sweet, make you want to move your dancing feet. To the rescue, here I am. Want you to know, y'all, where I stand. And then he goes, he says that over and over again. He says Monday morning, Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, Thursday evening, Friday morning. So all the days of the week, basically. He's like, here I am. And I feel like that's just taking a message like, I'm here. Like, I'm staying present. You know, like, I'm not worried about nothing. Like, the weather is beautiful. I'm not worried about this, that, and the third. Like, I'm not worried about all these moving pieces. I'm not even worried at all. Like, that, just that word alone, like, what am I worrying for? I'm just taking moment. I'm taking capture of where I'm at right now. You know, like, I'm being present, you know, and that song is all about being present. He's talking about Monday morning, like, look, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm here. Here I am. This is where I'm standing, you know, like, I'm looking at the weather. I'm looking at how beautiful it is out here. Like, yeah, so that literally, I woke up to that song in my head, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't even listen to that song like that. And then the song that I've been like singing throughout the whole, like, before I even got those songs were, y'all know, it's by India Arie. And I just knew till now, child, because I was going based off of, if y'all watch American Idol, Burnell Taylor, child, he sung that song, and I was like, hold on, let me see. Now Bob Marley coming in my song. I wanna love you, I wanna love and treat you right. Okay, but oh yeah, I'm ready for love. That song has been on my head, like, y'all. But it's Burnell version of it. So it's not going to sound like India Arie. So his version would be like, I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? Sorry, y'all, my voice. I quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. Y'all know the song, okay? Listen. I'm ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. I'm ready for love, all the joy and the pain, and all the time that it takes just to stay in your good grace. Lately, I've been thinking maybe you're not ready for me. Maybe you think I need to learn maturity. They say, watch what you ask for because you might receive. But if you ask me tomorrow, I'll say the same thing. I am ready for love. Would you please lend me your ear? I promise I won't complain. I just need you to acknowledge I'm here. If you give me half a chance, I'll prove this to you. I will be patient, kind, faithful, and true to a man who loves music, a man who loves art, respects the spirit world, and thinks with his heart. I am ready for love. If you take me in your hands, I will learn what you teach and do the best that I can. I am ready for love, here with an offering of my voice, my eyes, my soul, my mind. Tell me what is enough to prove I am ready for love. I am ready. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I be singing the fuck out of this song, and I'm just now actually taking in this fucking lyrics. Like, what? These lyrics are powerful as fuck, y'all. I'm telling y'all. And that's why I said me being on this twin flame journey, bro. Like, I be like, these songs, bruh, I be receiving these songs and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, that song has been on my mind for weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, and I'm just telling the divine, like, yep, I'm ready, but I'm gonna wait. Like, it's on your time. Like, that's why I said, like, I'm not gonna be out of my way and, like, rush things. Because once you do that, you just change the whole, like, you know, you change the whole dynamic of things. And you'll forcefully try to hop into something and that'll turn into, like, a karmic situation or something. Or another lesson that you have to learn. So it's like, it's best for you to move on God's time, not your time. You feel me? So that's why I had to come in. I had to do y'all a little rundown. That's why it's so long right now. Hopefully I'll cut it down so it won't be too long for y'all. But I hope it has been interesting and it has been informative, I should say. But yeah, that's all I've been going through, and I love it. I love the little season I'm in right now, and I'm enjoying it. I'm staying present. And I hope you guys are doing the same. If you guys are the same boat that I'm in, okay? But let's get into these star cards. Well, I should say moon cards. Because is this a moon? I think that's a moon. I don't know. Let's get into these affirmation cards. Let's see what's going on. I'm telling y'all, that song is in my head again now. Good ass song. India Arie, girl, you did your damn thing with that song, okay? All right, Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to know right now? Please and thank you. Let me just get, I think I want to get one card. Because I gave y'all all these downloads. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this one. It says card number 2. Ooh, y'all already know, y'all. That's already confirmation in itself. Y'all know I'm a life path 2. And then when it comes to number 2, like, we're all about union, harmony. I said harmony. Harmony, togetherness. Like, that's all about the number 2. So the fact that this came out, yeah. This confirmation, y'all. So it says, See with your heart. The time is now to hear the messages. Thank you. Y'all, I was just talking to y'all about this. Like, what? I was just talking to y'all about this. Like, do I even have to say anything else? Like, y'all, I was just telling y'all what's been on my heart. Like, all the messages I've been receiving. I just told y'all what song was on my mind, you know, especially that I'm ready for love. Like, that's what my heart is saying. Like, and I feel like my heart is, like, calling out to my other person, you know, my twin flame, I should say, or soulmate, whoever. I don't know at this point. Who knows at this point? I won't know until we make our union in the 3D. But yeah, like, that's kind of what it is. It's like the ending of the journey until, like, we get into our union. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. So we'll see what's going on. But yeah, I'm excited, y'all. That's why I said it's the calm before the storm, and the storm not being bad, but just it being like an expression, a release of expression, because that's what's going to come pouring down, y'all. And that's why I feel like everybody's journey is different. I feel as though, and this is what has been on my heart, y'all. I feel as though me being on this path, like, there's only so many lessons that I can learn individually. The real lessons and stuff like that, I'll have to actually learn from us, like, you know, working through our karma and stuff like that, is when I make my union with my person. You feel me? And that's why I say, like, God is preparing me for that, you know, for that union, because that's when the passion will be ignited, because that's when I'll get all of those more downloads. My creativity will be ignited, you know, because people can say all they want and stuff like that, but if a lot of these people didn't have a person by them, especially if you're an entrepreneur or something like that, if you didn't have your person, like, all you'll be focused on is the money. You know, you'll be focused on is the money aspect of things. That person, you being in union with your person, that fuels you. That gives you downloads. That makes you tap into your creativity. If you're utilizing each other the way that y'all supposed to be utilizing each other, I should say. Okay, let me make that clarification. Because, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like my potential, I'm obviously can't reach my fullest potential being independent. I can't reach my fullest potential without being in union with my person. You feel me? Because, like, just how that my person is going to help me grow, I'm going to help him grow. And it'll be like that. And, like, we'll just, you know, it's the same thing with Beyonce and Jay-Z. I always have to keep on coming back to that, because that's the blueprint, okay? And I'm not saying, like, that is goals, but I'm saying, like, our paths are very, very similar. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Our paths are very, very similar. And that's why I can see my path and Beyonce's path, because, like, her being with Jay-Z, it ignited that passion. Like, she was able to be vulnerable about, like, you know, all of those, tap into her divine feminine, like, that, even the dark feminine, she was able to tap into that, you know, like, the sexy, all of that, you know, and she had to release it through her dance and all of that. Now, if she wasn't in a relationship or anything like that, and she didn't really know love, what kind of music would Beyonce be? It would not be those powerful as emotions, because she hasn't experienced it. She expresses things that she experienced, and that's why her path is the way that it is. So, and I feel like it's gonna be the same with me. Like, in my person, like, my person will just, I will learn more and more things about myself, like, you know, that I wasn't able to learn on my own. You feel me? So that's why I say. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see. Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Y'all might get yourself a little long one today. All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Okay. She flew out. Okay. So let's see. The card that came out, it says, story of my life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn the Pulitzer Prize of Best Inner Monologue. Aww. And that is the truth, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, even in this season, like I told y'all my story and stuff like that. But the thing is that, like, I do not, and I can't stress this enough. Like, I never point the finger. I never put the blame on anybody else. Because at the end of the day, I created this story. Like, my soul created every event that was going to take place. And if you think like that, you'd be like, okay, this had to take place in order for me to jumpstart me into another direction, in order for me to head into this direction. You know, like, there's a reason, you know, and you created what everything happened to you. And it can be so tragic. It can be whatever, like, and this is, you know, not to sound like emotionless or anything like that, or I don't know a better word than that, but like, not to come off not having any sympathy or empathy or anything like that, but like, we did create the reality that we live in, and that's just the fucking truth. You feel me? So that's why I say, like, I don't ever, like, I hold no negative emotions towards whoever did what to me, because they were teachers, you know. They had to, like, that were placed, you know, by me and the help of the divine in order for me to head into a different direction, you know? So that's why I say, like, it's best, like, when you have, like, this reflection period, you have to see, like, this is your story of your life. Like, it's still a great fucking story, you know? Despite all the things that happened, you know, I told y'all 2021 was my depression year, okay? Like, that was a struggle year for me, you feel me? But I'm glad that happened, because had that not happened, I would not have a closer relationship with the divine now. You feel me? So there's always a sort of inner beauty that you can find in whatever has happened, whether you and your baby father is at fault with one another. Y'all still brought a beautiful baby girl or baby boy into this life, and that was what was needed in order to help you grow spiritually and all of that, you know. So there's always something that you can look at, that, like, there's always a bigger picture of why things had to happen the way that it did, because that was something that you needed it at that time, you know. So yeah, I feel like that's such a beautiful ass card that came out. I love it. All right, Spirit. So what are my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Honestly, I should just leave it at that. I should just leave it at that, y'all. So, the card that came out, it says, I trust my intuition. And that's what this is all about, y'all. Like, listen, I've just been telling y'all about me trusting my intuition, trusting my inner guidance, because that's what it is. Like, you know, you have to trust yourself. And there's a lot of people that don't trust themselves. You know, they don't trust themselves. And that's why they move, you know, recklessly, or, you know, you seek out outwardly from other validation sources and stuff like that. You seek external validation, you know, and it's just like, no, you have to trust yourself, trust your intuition. And you trusting your intuition, that's you being aligned with the divine. And I can't stress that enough, because if you're aligned with the divine, you know, like, what your path looks like. You know where you are headed. You have an inkling of where you are, where you will be headed, and you don't need to be, like, asking, you know, for anybody else's permission, one, and then asking for their opinion and stuff like that. But it's just like, no, trust yourself. Trust that you are going on the right fucking path. And then be open to receiving those confirmations from the divine to show you that you are going on the right path, you know? So It's so important for you to trust your intuition. Like, listen, if I didn't have my intuition, like, I would be, oh my gosh, like, my life would be totally different. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta trust those gut feelings, you know, that you have when you're next to somebody, or just how you feel, like, or even those little thoughts that come up, because they don't come up for nothing. You have to look at everything. There's a reason. You feel me? And you have to trust that they are coming up for you to actually take an inner look at why they may be coming up. Take a deeper look at why they may be coming up. And once you do that, you'll see why, you know, things had to play out the way that they did. Because I was just listening to somebody the other day. It's this girl on YouTube I used to watch. Her name is like Key Casanova. She used to be in a girl YouTube channel with 2 other girls, and she was saying that all the other friends around her was telling her that they was, you know, they didn't want to be surrounded by her and stuff like that because she's too loud, or they didn't want to live with her and stuff like that. Everybody was telling her that these 2 girls were saying the same things about her, like about how they felt like being around her and stuff like that. And she was not listening. And I'm like, you continuously not listening. And so she was just like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna listen because that's my friend. Like, they would tell me they're my friends. They should be one to tell me. But I'm like, nah, like, no, sis. Like, if anything, people around you gonna tell you. They gonna give you the answers before they will tell you. You feel me? They themselves will tell you. And that's why I say you gotta look at everything, like, all the pieces, because the divine is going to put people in your places that some are going to help you and some don't want to see you win. You feel me? And you have to use your discernment by collecting those informations from everybody. You feel me? And I'm not saying going into overload or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, be open to receiving help, because the divine be putting people in places for them to help you and sway you into another path. But you choose, like, because you don't trust your inner self, you don't trust your intuition, you choose to be like, nope, you're wrong. And then that's why time go by and the ending happens way more dramatic than it needed to happen, when you should have just listened to your intuition and just head straight out the door quickly. You feel me? Like, and that's what the fuck I did. It wasn't quick, but it was just like, okay, like, I observe, and then I observe patterns, and then I'm just like, okay, yeah, that ain't it. And then I'm out the door. Because I be listening. I listen through dreams. I listen through whatever. Like, I'm always open to listening. What the divine has to tell me about a person, place, or thing. Okay? And y'all should too. Alright, so now let's see. Let's see what the collector needs to hear right now. Please and thank you. Child. Let's see. Alright, Spirit. I think I just want 3 cards, okay? 3 cards. All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? India Arie. Listen, I was literally, she was stuck in my head, y'all. Oh my gosh. Let me get one more card. It's like, I am ready for love. Look, devil at the bottom of the deck. It's in reverse though. So upright, the bottom, I should just pull it out and explain to y'all. So the devil being upright is about, like, you know, contracts and stuff like that. It can be unhealthy habits or addiction, you know, different things, you know. So that's what the devil upright is. In reverse is just saying, like, you are breaking free of those emotional addictions or unhealthy habits and stuff like that. You're breaking free of that. And that was at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I love that. So we'll have that. The other cards that came out is the 4 Swords in reverse. So the 4 Swords in reverse, and also the 2 of Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles is giving me 2 different options. 4 of Swords in reverse is given, like I said, I talked to y'all about the Four Swords. Like, this is literally her being in this nest that she created herself, and she feeling like she don't have no way out of getting out of this. And I feel like this devil energy as well. Like, you know, say for example, she's like, she had limited beliefs, like I'm unable to get out of this because of a situation that put me in here. I had a contract with this person, and I'm not able to get myself out of it. But now the devil being in reverse and the Four Swords being in reverse, it's just like, actually, I'm able to get out of this. I'm literally overthinking how, I'm overthinking everything. Like, this is something I'm able to get out of. I'm breaking free, basically. I'm looking High School Musical. I'm breaking free, I'm soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can reach. Period. Okay, I know I love me some High School Musical, okay? Baby, we are breaking free of all of those emotional baggages, emotional addictions, unhealthy habits and stuff like that. Especially with people, places, and things, or substances and stuff like that. Like, we're breaking free of those things because a lot of those things keep us limited in the reality that we create, and we're just like, okay, I'm relying on a person, place, or thing to get me out of this situation. But it's just like, I have to call myself and call the power that's within in order for me to get myself out of this situation. And I think that's what we're doing right now, especially it being full moon. That is like you're releasing, you know, things that are not helping you grow. You know, we're releasing things, person, places, things, habits, you know, that are not catering to our growth, you know. So now that we're releasing those things, you have to think about what future you want, you know. So, and I feel like it might be two different options that you can head into, because it's always two different options, y'all. Like, you know, Divine be giving us two different options. But regarding any one of those options, you know, with the Two of Pentacles, you're like, you have to think really hard. And like I said, trust your intuition, trust your inner guidance, and then see what your heart, like I said, this came out as well. See with your heart, because with this two different options that's going to come in, one of them will give you the full cup. One of them is the Two of Cups. And look at all these twos. Hold on. Look. Y'all. Hold on, y'all. 2, 2, 2, y'all. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the number 2. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I just said, y'all, about the 222. Matter of fact, should I just, hold on, because, listen, I don't even know if I made, like, a little thing about the 222. I'm going to tell y'all what 222 is. It's going to be a lot. This is going to be a jam-packed video full of information. Y'all are welcome, okay? We'll say love, because I feel like this is definitely giving me love. Like, we're getting out of this situation of woe is me, and we're getting ourselves out of these confinement and stuff like that, and we're heading towards union with our significant other. This has been the whole path, y'all, okay? Okay, so 222 is, it means to go to the soul level of love, because there is where you will find true balance, harmony, and bliss. And then they talk about twin flame too. It says, think of it as the idea of twin flames or a marriage to come if you and your partner haven't quite taken that step yet. Period. All right, and then it says, so what 2 represents in numerology, it says, the number 2 represents duality, duos, polarity, twin flames, but the number 2 can also mean balance, hope, peace, togetherness, and unity. Like I said, it's all about positivity and balance. 222 is a message of hope, representative of balance, harmony, life choices, commitment, compromise, and trust. It's a sign you can build on your current situation to achieve your goals and more. You might see angel number 222 when you have important decisions, conflicts, or changes in your life. And like I said, literally with this 2 of Pentacles coming out as well, like you have an important decision that might be coming up regarding 2 different options. So, listen. Like, this whole reading has been telling y'all, like, listen to your intuition, listen to your heart. You know, you are the author of your story, and it's up to you. Like, the decision is up to you regarding whatever decision that you make. But if you listen to your heart and you see with your heart and you hear the message and you sit down, that's why I said in this place, you can't be able to think right if you're moving on go and you're overextending your energy, you're depleted. So that's why in this space, if God is calling you to sit still, then that's because this decision will be coming up regarding a person, place, or a thing, whatever the case may be for you. I know for me, it's definitely going to be a person. So, so yeah, I would definitely listen to my heart and not, you know, the 3D aspect of things, you know, the materialistic aspect of things, you know. I'm trying to know you on a soul level. So if our soul level is compatible and we're like in balance when we're in union, then yeah, you are my person. Then our cups will be overfilled. It will be overflowing. I would not have to be worrying about, you know, me overpouring and the other person is not pouring into me, you know. So that's what I'm saying. It will be a balance. It will be union. It will be unity. So that's why I say, y'all, like, we are heading into this season, but we have to be in the season of preparation, being like a praying mantis, because like I said, once this opportunity does come in love, career, or whatever the case may be for you, we'll go ahead and take that. You know, we will be able to strike it. We will be able to strike it with precision. Strike those opportunities with precision. All right. So now, if you do have any questions for your angels, we're going to go ahead and answer that for you right now. So go ahead and think of that question. Child, the incense thing went on out. That's how you know we've been here for a minute, okay? But yeah, if you do have any questions for your angels, your spirit guides, God, we're going to go ahead and answer that question for you right now. Just have that question in the back of your head, and we'll see regarding a person, place, or thing. All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. Ooh, that's too many. Spirit, what do my listeners... All right, let me get one more. Let me get one more, Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? All right, y'all. So Spirit spoke, y'all. So the first card that came out, and that's why I laughed, is that it is up to you. Like I've been saying, the choice is up to you. The choice is up to you. All right. And that's what I'm saying. There's no bad or good chance. It's just a good choice and a better choice. It's up to you what you want. All right. And then the next one that came out, it says, if you believe. And that's why I made that post the other day. I was like, you have to believe it before you see it. Okay. You have to believe it before you see it. But at the end of the day, it is up to you. Because you are the creator of your own reality. You have to make the choice. Nobody else can do that for you. All right, but that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.